Welcome back to the place where we talk about what it really takes to lead with courage and authenticity and impact. And today's conversation is one that hits home for so many women in leadership: confidence versus competence. And we all know leaders who are incredibly competent, brilliant at what they do, but they struggle to project confidence. And we've also seen the opposite, where leaders who radiate confidence but don't actually have that depth of competence to back it up. So the real power comes when you can own both, because yes, it's possible. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today: why confidence and competence often feel like they're at odds with each other, and how cultural expectations, especially for women, play into this tension, and why owning both is a non-negotiable for leadership that will last, and some practical strategies to build competence and project confidence without faking either. And so I want you to walk away knowing how to lead in a way that is grounded in your skill and amplified by your presence. So if we look at the tension between confidence and competence, let's start by naming it. So many leaders, especially women, have been told that if they just work hard and do a good job, that their competence will speak for itself. But the reality is competence is essential, but it's not enough. Leadership isn't just about what you can do, it's about whether others believe you can do it. And that's where confidence comes in. On the flip side, we've all seen the dangers of overconfidence without competence. And leaders who look the part but can't deliver, it's frustrating, it's damaging, and it erodes trust. So the goal isn't choosing one or the other. The goal is integrating, bringing your competence and your confidence into alignment so they reinforce each other. So why is this such a big struggle for women, versus men, so to speak? And if we talk about this challenge, it does tend to be heavier for women in leadership. And culturally, women are often rewarded for humility, for being the team player, for supporting others. Those are beautiful qualities, but when overextended, they can create this hesitancy to step into confidence. And research shows that women will often apply for jobs only when they meet 100% of the qualifications, while men apply for jobs that tend to meet about 60%. And that doesn't mean that men are more competent. It just means that they're more willing to project the confidence even when they're still growing. For women, the bar is often higher. If you're confident, you risk being labeled arrogant. If you're humble, you risk being overlooked. So it's a double bind. But the truth is, owning both competence and confidence isn't about fitting into a stereotype. It's about breaking the mold entirely. So if we look at competence as the foundation, competence, it's your skills, your experience, your expertise. It's the work that you've put in to actually be good at what you do. Without it, confidence is hollow. Building competence doesn't mean knowing everything. It means being committed to learning, to growth, to mastery in your area. So ask yourself, where do I already have deep expertise? Where do I need to keep sharpening my skills? And who can I learn from to close those gaps? Because competence is what earns you that seat at the table, but your confidence is what helps you speak up when you are there. And use confidence as the amplifier. Confidence, it's what allows people to actually see that competence, your expertise, your skills. Without it, your skills remain hidden. And confidence is not arrogance. It isn't pretending to know everything. It's rooted in trust in your preparation, trust in your ability to figure things out, and trust in your resilience, even if you don't get it perfect the first time. It shows up in how you carry yourself, the way you enter a room, the way you speak in meetings, the way you handle challenges without spiraling. And here's the key: competence gives you the substance. Confidence gives you the presence, and you need both. So some of the common traps that I see leaders fall into is number one, the invisible expert. This is the leader who is highly competent but hesitant to share ideas or to take the credit. They hide in perfectionism, waiting until everything is flawless before speaking up. Or the second would be the confident pretender. This leader projects charisma and assurance, but doesn't have the depth to back it up. And eventually, trust will crumble. And the third would be the overcompensator. This leader overprepares, overworks, and overexplains because they don't trust their own competence. They drown themselves in effort instead of leading with clarity. So, which of these do you tend to lean toward? Naming the trap is the first step towards breaking it. And building competence and confidence together, how do we bring these two into alignment? Number one, track your wins. Keep a record of accomplishments and successful projects and moments of impact. Confidence grows when you remember the evidence of your competence. And practice micro bravery. Confidence isn't built in one big leap. It's built in small moments, in raising your hand in a meeting, speaking up with an idea, or asking for that stretch assignment. And get feedback. Competence sharpens through feedback. Confidence grows when you hear the truth about your strengths. And learn the power of posture and of voice. Show how you show up physically communicates confidence before you even say a word. Stand tall, breathe deeply, and slow down your speech. And reframe mistakes. Competent leaders don't avoid mistakes, they learn from them. Confidence grows when you know a setback isn't the end of a story. And the role of mentors and sponsors, another powerful way to own both confidence and competence is through them. A mentor helps you grow your competence. They share wisdom and skills and experience, and a sponsor amplifies your confidence. They speak your name in rooms that you're not in. They advocate for you and help others see your potential. Every leader needs both. So who is sharpening your competence and who is amplifying your confidence? And I just want to encourage you, for me personally, I had someone that I would work with, kind of a mentor, if you will, that I would just talk through things with, who she was a few steps ahead of me in where I wanted to be. And she was one of my biggest cheerleaders, and she would cheer me on. She would root for me. She would celebrate those successes when we were chatting over the phone. Just to share, she would give me the confidence to say, Sunny, I know you can do this, and you've already proven to yourself you can do this. She would ask me the right questions to help me come to my own conclusion. Yeah, I can do this. I am made for this. I'm built for this. I'm created and I'm destined for more here. And I'm created in God's image, and what is God's image to me? And, heck yes, I can handle this. And so the big thing I just want to have you take away from this is competence without confidence is invisible, but the other way around is unsustainable. So when you integrate the two, you become unstoppable. Owning both doesn't mean being perfect. It means showing up prepared and grounded and willing to grow, while also projecting the assurance that you can figure it out along the way too. And so my challenge for you this week is to pick one small action to grow your competence and one small action to grow your confidence. Maybe that competence step is reading a book in your field, taking a course, or asking for feedback to grow your skills and improve your skills. And maybe the confidence step is speaking up in that meeting, practicing your posture, or sharing a win with your team. Leadership is not about choosing between confidence and competence. It's about owning both. And the truth is, you are more prepared and more capable and more equipped than your inner critic wants you to believe. And when you show up with both substance and presence, you don't just lead, you inspire. And so thank you for joining me today. If this episode spoke to you, share it with a fellow leader who needs the reminder. And if you're ready to go deeper and connect with me for coaching or resources, or join our leadership community, reach out. And until next time, lead well and live well and own your competence and your confidence.